Too young but yet mysterious, Elena was a 16-year-old girl, the only child of her parents. They belonged to the lower class and could hardly provide her school materials. In her locker, she had only one notebook and 2 textbooks. Elena had a strange lifestyle. She always went to bed later than everyone else and woke up earlier than the rest of the household. At school, she was often absent, and when she did attend, she would fall asleep during lessons. Yet, to everyone's surprise, Elena always came first in every test and examination. Her teacher, Mrs. Becky, became curious. She could not understand how Elena managed to be so brilliant when she never seemed to study. One day after class, Mrs. Becky called Elena into the staff room to ask her some questions. But Elena gave no real answers and quickly found a way to escape the conversation. Later, Mrs. Becky visited Elena's parents. She asked if Elena had a private tutor or extra classes at home. They replied no. They explained that at home, Elena spent most of her time doing chores or fetching water from the stream. This deepened the teacher's curiosity, and she decided to watch Elena more closely. During the school holiday, Mrs. Becky visited Elena's home with her daughter, Precious. That night, while everyone was asleep, Mrs. Becky woke up to use the toilet. On her way, she heard faint voices from Elena's room. Curious, she moved closer and listened. She was surprised to recognize words connected to her own subject. She quietly peeped through a small opening in the door. What she saw shocked her. Elena was dancing joyfully and repeating lessons aloud. What Mrs. Becky did not see were the 2 unseen companions dancing and singing along with Elena, feeding the words into her mind. This was how Elena always knew her lessons so well. The following day, Mrs. Becky returned home. Disturbed, she sought advice from a spiritual guide. After listening carefully, the guide gave her a substance to sprinkle around the classroom doors and walls. He told her to observe what would happen afterward. When school resumed, Elena was present and alert in class, unlike her usual self, but she looked restless, uneasy, and distracted. Later, Mrs. Becky returned to the guide to share what she had seen. He explained that Elena was being helped by invisible companions who whispered answers and taught her at night. The substance had blocked them from entering the classroom, leaving her without their support. That entire term, Elena struggled and performed poorly. When the report reached her parents, they were worried. Mrs. Becky invited them over and shared her experiences. The parents admitted they too had noticed something strange. Elena always appeared with new hairstyles, though they never saw who styled her hair. To confirm, Mrs. Becky stayed overnight at their home again. That night, they all pretended to sleep. Soon, Elena began her usual murmuring. Quietly, the parents and teacher crept to her door and slowly opened it. To their shock, Elena was styling her hair in a way no ordinary person could. As she worked, shadows danced along the wall, singing with her. The sight startled her mother, who accidentally dropped her lamp, making a noise. Elena noticed them and cried out. The noise woke the neighbors, and soon the villagers gathered. When the matter reached the king, he ordered Elena to be taken to a spiritual guide for help. Bound and escorted, Elena was brought before the guide. During the session, something strange happened. A dark shadow shaped like an old woman slipped away from Elena, leaving her unconscious on the floor. When Elena finally woke up, she told her story. It all began one evening when she fetched water at the stream. She had helped an old woman carry firewood. From that day on, she began to hear soft voices and songs guiding her. They taught her, encouraged her, and made her feel special. In her dreams, she was treated like royalty, living a life far greater than her own. From then on, Elena's secret was no longer hidden.